everyone. Edna Kimball, Edna Sells, and welcome to today's episode where we have, one more time, the international superstar, real estate coach, Sandra Hendrix. Sandra, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Edna, and thank you all for having me. I think that we're already familiar now.
Yes, this is true. Okay. But before we kind of jump into today's topic, I want to talk about, you currently reside in Mexico City.
Sí.
But you try to spend at least a month in Paris every year?
At least, yes.
Okay.
45 days at least.
Okay,
Yeah.
45, not just a month, but 45 days. But because you've traveled so extensively, where would Sandra, if you could wave a magic wand, where would you end up?
I would have two favorite places, and this is not because I know you, Lago Maggiore in Italy or Tahlequah.
Oh, yay! Good choice.
I fell in love with Tahlequah.
Tahlequah is a special hidden gem, and I did not know she was going to say that. So I love it. I love it. Okay, what's been the most surprising thing about Tahlequah?
Well, I'm going to say this from my heart. I feel like I've been here, I don't know, for a long time.
Okay.
And I feel very welcome. I've loved this place. I can only imagine how gorgeous it is in the spring and in the summer. It is beautiful right now. I love that it's so convenient.
Yeah.
That you have everything.
Listen, she wanted to walk to my office from her Airbnb. I said, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's about 2.5 miles, and the sidewalks are not in. So she was happy to have done it, but I was like, no, you can't do that.
But what I think it's very important is that, guys, you have everything here.
Yeah.
And not just in terms of nature and the beautiful lake and the river and an incredible culture, but it's so safe.
Yeah, that's the thing that she's been so excited about, the safety here. I love that. Yeah,
right? It's
we did. I'm going to tell a funny story. Oops. I picked her up at the airport, bringing her home, and we got pulled over for speeding. And she was kind of freaking out. And I was like, no, it's fine. The policemen are really nice. And he was so charming and so sweet and explained to her, everything is fine, you're safe. And I loved it. I did get a written warning, but it was fine.
Yeah,
so.
But I said if I would have been stopped in Mexico, I would have freaked out like crazy. Like, oh, I just got stopped by a police car. If I don't call back in 10 minutes, you can report this.
Come looking for me. So anyway, so we're super excited that you're here. And today what we wanted to kind of talk about, and again, that was a little bit of a whiplash, wasn't it? I went for it. But today what I wanted to talk about and really delve into, we mentioned all the certifications in an earlier episode, but one of the ones that I'm most impressed with is the AI certification. Can you tell us what that is, how you got it, and how that makes a difference in our real estate world? Because at the end of the day, I can do it, but I'm also smart enough to pay Jill to actually do it. So, and Jill is behind the camera right now going, yeah, she pays me to do it. Because I do think that we have to always be learning and innovating. But at the end of the day, that's never going to be my strong suit. My strong suit is talking to my clients and getting them into the homes or negotiating and writing the offers.
Well, what I say about AI is that it allows us to get time back, so that we spend less time in front of a computer and more time servicing our clients. Now, I have the huge advantage of working with Jill, that she totally gets it. But I got, when the first AI hit the real estate market, and mainly the marketing, because what we use AI for is for marketing. Yesterday, I was listening to David Childers from KCM, Keeping Current Matters.
Yes.
That's one of the biggest economists in the country. He was saying that not even AI or prop tech has displaced the real estate agent.
Yeah.
And it will never
happen.
However, what I like about AI is that it makes our work more valuable, more accurate, and allows us to really be more extensive in terms of marketing and more precise in terms of serving our clients. The first certification I got was with the Krem Institute of AI, where I learned the basics, which was the basics of ChatGPT, prompting, the ideal client profile, understanding the ideal marketing content, because believe it or not, marketing content and calendars is an issue. And also the value of using different tools to help us get the most out of video, our marketing, avatars. They call it deep fake, but it's actually an avatar of yourself, and how that helps us in terms of SOPs for training. SOPs is systems, operations, and processes, but how through an avatar we optimize our time for training and for allowing you to understand the basic concepts or generic concepts that you will have in real estate when you're having a real estate transaction. So, and then I got from Jason Pantana from the Tom Ferry ecosystem, the second certification, which I loved, because he gave us all of the ABC and the understanding of prompting and talking to ChatGPT or to any other language model that it's powered by AI. And we get a lot of little ideas. For example, ChatGPT can help us do market updates so that we can have a more accurate value of your home, a more accurate idea of what's happening in the actual market, because it'll help us analyze a lot of numbers, a lot of concepts of Excel spreadsheets, right? It will also allow Jill to better optimize her marketing content in terms of keywords, search words, long tail keywords, tags, descriptions, blah, 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 all of that.
And I think that's the thing, is that the average seller doesn't realize all of the things that go on behind the scene. They think that we take the photos and we post them.
No.
So tell us about the embedding. Try to explain that to the average seller out there.
For example, we are getting to the point where one of the listing advantages is that the Edna sales team and Edna herself can create a marketing campaign for you with AI within minutes, so that you can even watch it. And we can even take your words for the description to make it more compelling. We take the photos and we can create carousels, videos for AI, but we can also take a long form video and chop it into shorter content with a program that's called Opus Clip, right, Jill? And we can also optimize all our marketing. So when you search, you can find us easier through Google My Business or through YouTube. Then we also have what we talked about, the deep fake. We also use enhancement of your photographs, or to stage your home. If it's not staged and it's vacant and you would like to see it staged, then we use the magic of staging. For example, Google and most of the platforms will penalize you if you just go and copy and paste a ChatGPT description and you just post it there. Not so easy. So we run it through a program that will humanize that content so that it doesn't sound so AI-ish, right? And we can use it to create magic in the photos, to correct mistakes, to add filters, captions. What else, Jill?
I think you got it.
Yeah, and I think that from a seller's perspective, it's important to know that, again, we're not just posting the photos and writing a description. It's a form of reverse marketing, because anytime somebody has done the research, we can go in and say, okay, they've looked in this market for this style of home. And then by embedding that information or those tag words into the photos, we're going to get our listings to show up exponentially more than the average. So,
for example, one example of that, because when you hire a real estate agent, one of your most important concerns, and when you do ask these, is how are you going to market and how is my property going to show for the buyer? Because just uploading it into the MLS doesn't cut it. Because we don't know if somebody wants to relocate to Tahlequah because of the medical of a college town or because simply they love the nature and the river, right?
right.
So let's say that you have your home for sale and you're by the lake. And Edna doesn't know anything about marketing and AI, and she just takes a photo with her cell phone and uploads it into the MLS, and your home doesn't get sold for 9 months. So what we really do, is that we will optimize, we will take professional photos, very important, your video. We will like to know your story about the home so that we can better showcase it. And then we will upload it, of course, to the MLS, of course, to all of the portals that are associated with it. But we will upload it to our website and we will index it to Google as a landing page indexed to Google with search words. When you go to Google or to YouTube, those are search engines unlike social media. So you go there and you would say house for sale in the rent house for sale in Tahlequah, ta. But if Jill uploads the property and just says beautiful house by the lake, that's never going to show up. So we have to use the long tail keywords and the keywords. The keyword will be house for sale in the lake in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. The whole sentence is a long tail. And then she will go into TubeBuddy and we will optimize the SEO score. We will add the chapters, the captions, the cards, the thumbnails, clickable with Edna there. And then we will use keywords and tags all throughout the description so that it shows what your home is to Google and YouTube. So when somebody types in the search, home for sale in the lake in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, YouTube goes and searches and picks up that home because that home is perfectly optimized.
Easy, right? and that's the thing is I think it's important for sellers to understand this is you're trying to squeeze every penny you can out. So getting your property in front of as many qualified buyers, and this is actually how we do it. Now, again, I will be the first one to say I have done all of this, but it takes me forever because I have a checklist. So instead, I have a coach who also coaches Jill, and Jill actually takes care of that so that I can worry about the negotiations and getting the buyers in.
And we also use technology and we use apps so that we have the best advice on how to make it better. So instead of selling your home in 90 days, we can get it sold for the best price and the lowest time possible.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And I think it's what she's not telling you. She also, there's apps where we have to send in our numbers and she tracks us and she makes sure that we're staying on it. And then we meet once a week. And there actually, sometimes it's on an average of about 3 times a week, but once a week, one-on-one. And she then covers anything new that's come up. So this, with AI, it is kind of comical that AI has come to the forefront after the craziest last 3 years we've ever had in real estate, because I don't think that any of us could sit down and truly put all of that data together without the help of some kind of a program, because it's been, crazy down and then crazy up and then crazy down, and we don't know what to expect this next year, but our expectations are that it's going to be good. But AI kind of keeps us it's, to me, it's like the airplane that you're flying, and you have to keep making little adjustments
Exactly.
throughout the entire flight. That is what AI does, is it's constantly helping us reset. And again, that is through, through our coach.
It is very, thank you, but I adore how marketing works, and I could have 10 calls with Jill.
We don't have all the
which
time.
we will one day, because it's really amazing, and it's so like aha moments when you just change two words and the algorithm starts acting different. And when you change the videos, believe it or not, there's a huge science behind each and every video that Edna publishes, where we speak about the community first with all of the keywords, so that then we can get all of the attention to your house.
Yeah.
Not just the house first. And we don't go and say, hey, you guys, today this is a home in 123 Banana Street. No. First, we talk about that community. We make sure we put the community in front of your home, so the community helps us sell your home through keywords, through attracting that specific buyer that's looking for you through keywords, through search words in YouTube and in Google.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of science behind what Edna does.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, someone in Arizona doesn't know to set down in Google 123 Monroe Street. They would have no way of knowing that. But they do know they're relocating to the Tahlequah area. So when they put in the Tahlequah area, and we've embedded that into every photo for our listings, then our listings are going to show up quicker to that Arizona buyer.
Exactly, because that way we are also speaking nicely to Google My Business. So that helps you. We speak very nicely to Google My Business.
And we all know they're listening at all times anyway, so
Right.
you might as well speak nicely, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're saying to your husband, darling, I would like to move to 123 Banana Street, and you don't say where, Google will not know. But if you say, I would love to move to Tahlequah and have a house in that amazing, what's the name of that?
The hills. I took Sandra to the hills, and she fell
by
in love.
the lake. Google is listening. So the next thing that will appear in your algorithms, in your social media, and everywhere you go is the hills in Tahlequah. Why? Because we put it there.
There you go. There you go. That is some serious reverse marketing that we do. So I think AI is also just a great way to stay organized.
See,
yeah,
totally.
Yeah, and we have learned to use it. Like recently, we had a project that had nothing to do with real estate, and I put Brittany on a task, and she came back with this flawless, and I was like, this is way better. And she just started laughing. She said, I AI'd it, But what that did was that allowed her to check, that's done, and then she could go and spend more time on a transaction. And I do think that that's important also, is it's what you said, is it's a time saver, so we can really spend time on the things that we need to be spending time on, rather than rewriting, an article or something.
Well, servicing you.
Yes, absolutely. Taking care of those clients for sure. So what do you think is next with AI? What do you think is coming down the... you think there'll be robot Ednas out there showing houses, or?
No, I don't think that's... No, because it's the robot with no emotion.
It's true.
And then the robot will not know the area, and will not know the neighborhood, and will not have all of these amazing recommendations like Jose's.
Yeah, we had lunch at Jose's.
Exactly.
She's in love.
So
yeah.
AI is very helpful, and I'm sure that in other fields like the medicine, like in science, more in technology, in safety, in developing better products, it might substitute some of the human talent, but not in real estate.
Yeah. Well, because it goes back to what you had said about investments, portfolios. I think that it's been proven that when they allowed technology to handle the stock market, some things went very, very wrong, right? So if you wouldn't let a robot handle your Amazon, maybe don't let the robot handle
It's like
you know,
you
your
wouldn't let
house.
your robot handle your relationship with your husband or your children. It's the same as with
Right.
your relationship with your home because you have a relationship with your
Yeah, the emotions for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. So us, we use it to serve you better, to have your home presented better, sold for the best price in the least amount of time, but also all of the behind the scenes of a transaction, all of the systems, the CRM, the automation to also at the moment that you request a service, you get that service automatically because we have it already automated within our CRM, within our tasks, and also checklists that will allow you to better understand the transaction and for us to serve it more efficiently.
Yeah, yeah. So AI is, there's definitely a time and a place. But so, question,
See,
will you have a robot in your home at some point? No? Do you know, I'm taking you to dinner tonight where a robot may deliver our food to the table.
really?
Have you been there?
No.
White Wolf here in town.
They do?
In Tahlequah, we have a steakhouse where a robot will deliver the food to your table.
Oh my God, we
That's
have
a
to do a
thing.
video.
That's a thing. Okay, we'll do a video. You know, I was in a self-driving car 2 weeks ago.
I saw in Arizona.
I'm not afraid. I'm embracing all of this technology. Do you know how much more I could get done if I had the car driving me around and I wasn't? I actually trust the robot maybe more because, you know, I did just get pulled over. I bet the self-driving car would not have gotten a
Right,
speeding
and
ticket.
I just killed my car with a little thing
Oh,
in
that's
the
right. She
parking
just
lot.
had a wreck, Jill, in her, not here today, but like
In the
back
parking
home.
lot
Yeah.
of my house, I didn't see a small wall, and I killed the doors of the right side of the car. A robot
Would not have
would
done that.
not have had that accident.
There you go. Time and place, people. But I would never let a robot babysit my grandbabies.
No.
Yeah, I would never let a robot. I'd probably let a robot fix my hair because it can't do any worse than me. But I don't
would
know.
love to have remember the Jetsons?
Yeah, I always
I
think
w-
of the Jetsons.
Right?
We're living in the Jetson
would love to
time.
have a Rosie. Well, I have a Rosie that's called Patty, but I would love to get up in the morning, like with a hair like that I have such a hard time getting in control.
And the
Just
robot
walking in a
just.
conveyor belt, like, and walking on the other side, like,
There you go.
perfect.
There you go. Well, stay tuned. We'll have that on the next episode. No, I'm kidding.
And you, what Edna's not telling you that in Tahlequah there's a place like that. No.
I do have a surprise for you tomorrow, though. Tonight and tomorrow. So we'll talk about it on another episode.
Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you so much. This has
Thank
been
you,
so
Edna.
informative. We're so excited that you came all the way from Mexico City to our beautiful hometown of Tahlequah. We've got to have you back in the spring or in the fall because, y'all, it's February 2 today. And, you know, the weather's not bad, but the green is missing. And y'all know y'all see the way we talk around here.
I love that.
Y'all.
And remember that we still have a visit for my son who is a photographer, and he is so looking forward to take
I've got to
the
take him to
photos
Hanging
from
Rock.
here.
Yes, he'll lose his mind.
Of here. So you guys take care of this hidden gem while it's still hidden.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Edna. Thank you, Jill.
Guys, please like, follow, and share so that sellers everywhere and buyers everywhere know that we have these amazing tools to offer. Also, if there is a topic you would like for us to cover, please reach out. Or if you would like to see someone on as a guest, let us know. We're happy to reach out and see if we can make that work. As always, thanks, guys.
Thank you.